We are live, Tima Grapp. Thank you for coming to the Big Critique, man. Thanks so much. We just had a little bit of technical difficulty, but we got through it. You are the man, number one. Number two, you have a fantastic beard. You have a way better beard than I do, and it would make sense because you are a let's see the hat. Let's see the hat, man. You're a real bearded man in real life. That's who you are. I got this.
As are you, my friend. And there's no bad beards. There's only good beards. You know, the beard culture is very supportive. We don't try not to look down on people that don't think their beard is epic. Because you know what, most of the people that have a shorter beard don't really know it, but they could actually have that epic beard that they like see on other people and think that they can never have.
It's a lot of maintenance. I've tried it. I'll tell you a story real quick. So you gave me, I got your product, which, by the way, phenomenal. I did the unboxing. I love the product packaging too. It's really nice. The wooden product packaging. I think I told you before. Those are all things that I noticed personally as a consumer, but also because I'm in like the product design space. I'm critique of everything.
That's what you do, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I used the first day. I used your soap, right? I got out of the shower and I went through my beard with it, and I had this moment with my fiance where she went to kiss me, and right before she did, like almost like a little cat, like instead of going to kiss me, she went like this, like. And she just gave me this look, and I just gave her we exchanged this look for a second, like. And she was just like, "What's in your beard?" And I was just like, "Tima's product." And she was just like, "It's not bad."
That's always good, when you get a compliment from a girl on your beard.
Yeah.
And when you're in close proximity, you know what I'm saying? Because usually people compliment your beard from a distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you get like the up close and personal compliment, it's a different, it's a different kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it was definitely because she's definitely giving me the whole, not from your product, but I guess from her own nasty ass sweat. She's giving me the whole you need to take a shower. There might be some undercover onions in your beard from a week ago that you're not aware of, or some shit like that. I wash my beard daily, but people like to exaggerate about the beard. They like to make the fun.
Yeah. Well, for the record, you don't need to use the beard wash every day, but if your beard is growing, you should at least wash it with water on a daily basis. I mean,
I do wash it with water on a daily basis. So, I guess since we're on the topic, how often should you wash your beard with the actual soap and all the ingredients, or is it so? Is it not healthy?
This is my go-to recommendation on washing the beard with the product. 2 or 3 times a week, every other day. That's what I would recommend. If you're doing construction, or you're doing a lot of work outside, you have a bigger beard, you're a little bit more anal about keeping it clean, you could wash it every day based on the ingredients in our particular wash.
Yeah.
If you use it on a daily basis, there's not going to have a negative effect on your beard, but at the same time, it's not. You don't have to wash it every day, just like your hair. It's not something that needs soap-based washing on a daily basis. But because our product is 100% natural, there's no issues with using it more frequently. So nothing bad will happen, but it's not necessary. You know what I'm saying?
So tell me something. I feel like people may have a misunderstanding of this. What does it mean when you say there is hemp product in your there's hemp ingredients in your product? What does that mean exactly? Does it mean does the hemp make it healthier, or is it a buzzword?
So let me clarify on exactly what we're talking about here. And what we're talking about is hemp seed oil. That is the ingredient, the specific ingredient when we're talking about hemp from a cosmetic standpoint. We are using the seed of the hemp plant, which has a lot. It's rich in omega fatty acids. Hemp seed oil is good for blood flow. It helps the oxygen get carried into your hair follicles better. It's a really great moisturizer. It does have some soothing properties as well. So there's a lot of benefits to it. But when we're talking about hemp here for beard care specifically, we're talking about the hemp seed oil. Actually, you know what? Here, let me actually show you. I can make this a little more specific for you. Hold on. So,
who's with us right now? I see somebody watching.
This is and this is not a plug for me. This is just
I get it.
This is boom. I just have this is something I put like in my cereal or my oatmeal, but this is the oil that we use comes from something like this. It's the seeds of the hemp plant.
Very nice.
And then, when we're talking about like CBD and stuff like that, that's something that gets extracted from the plant itself.
Gotcha.
And people smoke the hemp flower because you see, people taking pictures with like pounds of hemp.
I love that you're holding the actual word. Pounds of hemp. If you're taking pictures of pounds of hemp, right? I mean,
I think it's cheaper to get a pound of hemp than a pound of weed. So if somebody's taking pictures with a pound of hemp, it'll be more affordable for them.
Oh, I thought you were like using that as a euphemism for weed. I didn't even know.
No, I mean, no. I'm telling you, there's people that are taking pictures with pounds of the hemp plant because everybody's like using the hemp plant to smoke, to relax, to help with anxiety.
Does it not come with THC and
No. They're talking. This is what we're talking about. When they smoke the hemp flower, it's the CBD. So the hemp is the male plant, and the female plant is the one that looks like it's covered with crystals. So there's a whole thing that like when you
would you like to demonstrate
grow
this?
pot. What happened?
I said, did you have intention of demonstrating how this works on this podcast?
Oh, I don't have any hemp, man. I only have real pot. But we can light up.
You can light up, man. Go for it. There's nothing to me that is.
I feel like I had like a joint that. Oh, there you go. I was smoking earlier.
You're more than welcome to light up.
I always wanted to smoke on YouTube.
No, you're more than welcome to light up. Go ahead, enjoy yourself. I would join you virtually, but for two reasons I can't, and it's not even employment related. It's A, I don't have. B, if I did have, I would die because I can't smoke anymore really. When I do ingest it, like either literally I'll take one or two hits and be good, or I'll like eat something, but it's very rare. I don't know. It doesn't agree with me anymore. When I was a lot younger, I used to a decent amount. But if I took one or two hits now, that would be a wrap.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the thing with pot. If you don't do it for a while, it hits you different when you kind of stop. But when you've been smoking consistently for as many years as I have, it's just second nature. I mean, before I was known for my beard, I was known for being like a good smoking buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I between the lines.
I could say proudly that I've smoked with probably more people than I can count on my hands, like with their first time. You know what I'm saying? Like I've broken a lot of people into the game with smoking, not in a bad way, not like I was a kid that was trying to get everybody to do drugs, but you always remember your first time smoking with somebody, especially if it's their first time.
True, man. So let's get into your business for a second, if you don't mind.
Of course, no. I'm always happy to talk business.
Yeah, man. So I definitely want to educate some people on this episode. So it's no secret, we're in a pandemic. We are teetering on a Great Depression. We are definitely in a recession. It's definitely no fault of anybody's. This is just literally I can't claim no fault of anybody's. But we'll say right now it was an act of Mother Nature because nothing else has been like proven right now. Anyway, point is, a lot of people's businesses are gone to shit. They're in really bad positions. I got on the phone with you the other day, and you were like, yeah, retail is obviously not where I want it to be.
Well, retail. Let's go back to that. Retail is currently, at least for us, it's just non-existent, and for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very, very few stores are able to stay open, just based on what's allowed to be open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's pretty much if you don't sell food or some kind of medical supplies, like there's really no room for you to be able to make money as a retail business in New York. You know what I'm saying? We're in the heart of the pandemic right now. You know what I'm saying? We're affected in the worst way. So for us, you know, retail is currently a struggle. But let's get back to what you were saying.
So what I was saying, but what you have, at least from what you told me, and I can see this being true 100%. What you have done is you've definitely put a lot more effort into your like online presence, and you are continuing, like your business is skyrocketing right now. Maybe I don't want to say skyrocketing, maybe that's not the best way to describe it, but it's definitely doing very well, at least for the online part. And so I want to take a minute to talk about what you're doing online that is, playing into this, your business doing very well. Are you selling on Amazon? Are you selling on eBay? I know you have the store.
Yeah, so we are available on eBay and on Amazon, and I believe on Etsy too. So now Amazon, obviously, not something that anybody who wants to start doing business can do right away. It's a little bit more complicated and dynamic. So if somebody wants to start selling on Amazon right now, for example, it's going to be like there's more restrictions than there used to be before there. But as far as just e-commerce and being able to sell on different platforms, you have to stay relevant and you have to push the fact that you're there. You have to make sure that the people that shopped with you before you're in their face, because if they don't see you, then they're going to find what they're looking for with someone else. So keeping up with posting on, various social media platforms, if you have them available. If you don't have them available, it's a good time to create them. But we've been doing a lot of, keeping in touch with the customers that we've had for a long time. And then you got to know how to acquire new customers, whether you want to do it through some form of paid advertising, or if you want to create video content. You also have to be engaging. You have to engage with the audience on Instagram, on Facebook. We have a group on Facebook, the Real Bearded Men group. And we've got like thousands of members there, people that have bought products for us for years, So it's a way that we can stay in contact with a lot of our customers. So it's nice. It's nice to be able to talk and see your customers through social media, and that kind of keeps it going. And then you get word of mouth business. And then when people see other people using your product and recommending it online, that will, pretty much send like an effect of where you're always in someone's face. So they end up trying you out, and you have to make sure that even if you don't see people reacting to your content right away, you have to just be consistent with posting more. And over time, you'll see some consistency in there.
So what I like that you mentioned is the group. So I know via my podcast and other business ventures that I've gone through, that Facebook groups and certain features on Instagram is really what plays into growing a business, especially when you can't see people in person, And so the fact that you've built like those roots, and now you're really starting to, I guess, further divulge your time and really like spread them out further, I guess you could say. It seems to be paying off for you. It seems not to have been hurting. Plus, you have the e-commerce website. Is that built on Shopify, or is that like, how is your?
Yeah, we utilize Shopify. It's, I would say, the most convenient platform to use if you're doing e-commerce and you're like a small or even a big business. I mean, you really just have the option to do anything that you would want to do, and it's built for selling. So it's got a little bit more of like a back end, which is built up to help you generate revenue and grow your, just visibility online. But yeah, Shopify is good. I know other people use something like Magento. I don't know.
Magento's a little bit more complicated.
Yeah. I don't know if WordPress is like the go-to thing for like e-commerce anymore, like it used to be. Now it's just Shopify, and I know a lot of people use Wix. There's a lot of good options out there.
Just real quick, because I wanna have some fun on this podcast, man. We should definitely not do all business. We should do
No, of course.
But real quick, just some quick bullet points. If somebody were to tune in or were to see this, 5 real pinpoints of what you would do, knowing the way business is right now. Should you have started your current business in the last few months, right before the pandemic started? What would you be doing right now to put everything you had into it? 5 pinpoints.
You mean if I knew that there was going to be a situation like that we're in?
No, meaning if you didn't know, right? But you're in this. So you say, for example, you started your business in January. Nobody knew this was going to happen, right? But you started your business in January, and now you're in a position where, well, shit. What do I do? I'm here. I don't have you haven't been in business for 5 or 10 years or however long you guys have actually been around. If you could put yourself in a position where you just started a few months ago, what would you be doing right now to rev yourself up? Is what I'm saying.
If I just started the business a few months ago, what would I be doing? I mean, I probably would be doing some of the same things that I'm doing now, but prospecting, where I want to sell the product, whether it be at an event or at a location, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay.
See where you can get the product into, and then I'll be looking for a team like the team that I had pretty much when right before this was going on. You need people if you want to make moves. So you're not gonna just do everything by yourself. It's gonna be a very difficult task. You got to be smart and strategic.
I get it.
So you got to plan well for the current state. When I started this business and the way that it is now, it's just probably way more deep. I started during a time when there was a lot less competition. So now, because of the climate and the amount of people that are in the beard care game, it's different. You have to really be unique. You have to put time and effort into the way that you design everything and the quality of what you're putting out there. Those are major things that you want to focus on from the get-go.
So brand. Okay. Well, so speaking of brands, let's talk about Netflix. But
yes.
Forget them as a brand, because we were talking before, and I don't know, I wanted to make this into a business-related podcast because your e-commerce is really successful. But to be honest with you, there's just not that many more things that we can say that aren't everywhere else on the internet right now. Build your following, build your brand, engage with your audience, consistently build connections, deep, meaningful connections. It's not going to happen overnight. These are the same things you'll probably hear at any business expo from any business person in your position, right? And I get that. So from a bearded perspective, what shows do you watch that are beard centric almost, right? Maybe within the beard community that you can relate to your audience with? Anything? I love Sons of Anarchy. Those guys are beards all the way.
Yes, definitely Sons of Anarchy. And obviously Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is a crazy show.
Yeah, so there's a lot of beard stuff. Honestly, I was just watching this ZZ Top documentary. That was pretty badass. I was let me see how these bearded rock stars did it out there.
How was it? Was it good?
Yeah, pretty epic. You get to see how they all came together and developed a new sound, how they picked their name.
You know what you really made me miss earlier when we were talking about this? You really, really made me miss Entourage. I had such flashbacks that a decade ago. I was just oh my God. I just remember watching Entourage and in my head being I'm still young enough. I could totally do that one day. I could be Vincent Chase. I'm not Vincent. That's not gonna happen. I'm not nearly that pretty.
So it's based on Mark Wahlberg's life. He's one of the producers or something, I believe, of Entourage. He's
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And like in high school, I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, yeah. So he just pretty much like created that show, and it's he took influences from his own lifestyle as a celebrity.
In high school, I remember people used to like they'd find like they call me like Mark Hoppus or Mark Wahlberg, like just like to have fun with names, I guess you could say. And when they called me Mark Wahlberg, I used to, in my head I was just like, this is a celebrity you pick, like literally the person I'm farthest away from, like this guy, like as far as somebody I can relate to, like this guy beat somebody up in a fight, like he's like Mark Wahlberg probably fucked you up, man. Like he's got like that wasn't me in high school. No, I looked like a lesbian. I had no beard yet. Like it wasn't. So when they called me Mark Wahlberg, I was just like, yeah, you're way off. Like, this is just something that I can't really
Listen, sometimes people see you in a way that you can't see yourself.
That's true, man. That's very true. So how are you keeping yourself contained? Are you like in this quarantine? Are you number one, do you wear the mask? Does the mask irritate you?
If I go outside and I go to a public area, I put the mask on, just to stay safe and make sure other people feel safe.
Yeah.
I wear it when it's appropriate, but it's really uncomfortable. I can tell you that wearing the mask with the beard is not. But I seen this mask that everybody makes with their beard. Hold on, let me try this.
Show me this mask, man.
This is how they told me to do this.
Bro.
How about that?
I did not see that one coming, but me and you have to get together and start mass producing that.
You like that?
That's fantastic. Oh my God!
I saw somebody else do it, but I figured that it was a good little trick to bring out.
Dude, you know what? If that wasn't a meme, we're gonna make that into a meme. We're gonna do that. So you're gonna record yourself doing that, and we're gonna make that into a video meme, and maybe even just like a picture.
I wonder if it came out as good as I thought it did. I don't
do
even know.
Do it again. That was so good. Oh, I really enjoyed that. And it's really good because like the way the light hits your sunglasses, it looks like shit's lighting up. It's so crazy. Like I don't even know who I'm talking to right now. Are you cousin it? Am I is this BigCritique Adams Family Edition? Like what's going on? No, that's a viral meme right there. Like just picture cousin it, like with the hair like fucking covering him or whatever.
Yeah.
And on the top of him just reads, "Someone doesn't need a mask because he's got all this hair. No mask needed. Cousin it wins."
So yeah, just walk into the store like that, and the people usually get it.
So how long did it take you to grow that beard?
I think it's been like close to 6 years that I've been growing a beard like without touching it.
I don't know, man. Like I consider growing mine out, even when my barber does mine up. Like
No, I mean, I do like cut the split ends. I go through it myself. Like I don't know. And when I start seeing them, I'll just start cutting them. And then like a few times I've cut like a small amounts off my beard, just to straighten it out. But I really like to go for as long as it wants to go.
My fiance the other day, she literally, bro, I thought she saw like a mouse in the room. She jumped on the bed, whipped out the tweezers, and like kept like this to my face. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And she found the longest, loneliest gray hair in my beard and just yoinked it right out. And it all happened so fast because I was messaging somebody. I was like, what the fuck? And she like, it was one of those moments when she was like, aha, and I was just like, what
was it like some kind of ninja movements? Like it was,
bro, like Mission Impossible. Like she curled up in a ball, like on the bed, like that. And like it was like this coming out of my face, and I didn't realize it. I'm on the phone, and like all of a sudden, and I like, if you were on the other line of me, all you would have heard was me go like this, like ah. Like that's all you would have heard. Like I just like stubbed my toe and like cried like a little bitch, But yeah, no. So it's like she smelled the gray hair out of me. But you know what? I don't mind gray hairs in my beard, man. I think they're a fair battle wound for the things that you've learned in life.
I agree. I have some grays in my beard. They're probably hard to see, but somewhere like closer to over here, I have like one or two.
We've
My
got.
beard probably looks extra red in the light.
It looks very glorious, to be honest with you. We you know what? You look like the guy from Game of Thrones. What's his face? The guy, the flaming ginger or whatever. I don't want to be offensive, by the way, if anybody's watching.
Game of Thrones.
Also, we got somebody in the chat, Trollosaurus, who it seemingly loves your beard. He literally said, because he's like consistently a troll. We also had John Cava. I don't know if he's still here, but
That's my brother.
Huh?
John Cobb was one of my good friends.
Yeah, he came by for a minute. I don't know if he's still here. But he came by for a minute. Trollosaurus was just like, bro, I can't even make fun of that beard. That's how glorious that is. So you have somebody on YouTube who's like almost, I don't want to say a career troll, but maybe he is. God bless him if he made a career out of trolling. But he couldn't troll you. He said, I can't even make fun of it.
I appreciate that.
That's dope, man. The real bearded man has done his job.
I'm gonna take a shot.
You got some booze?
You know?
And it's funny, man, because I've been looking at these face masks lately, and when you said you were going to like show us like a special face mask for beards, I was like, oh shit, what's this guy gonna show? What do I need to order right now? Turns out I need to order Tima's beard.
Oh man.
What are you pouring?
Tequila.
Tequila. I'm not gonna drink that because I got coffee, and it's just gonna get bye. Nothing network. Bye bye. Maybe we bored him. I don't know. I got coffee. If I drink booze with you, it's my stomach's not gonna be great. But cheers.
Cheers. So I'm gonna say a toast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, say a toast, man. Yeah, I love it.
The one from.
All right, hold on one second. I'll stop being a bitch. Give me 1 second.
But yeah, so this is for all the all the bearded brothers, all my whole beard family, the real bearded men family. So you know how the toast goes. You gotta love your families. Don't drink and drive. Stay bearded.
I can't do it either, but cheers. Real men.
Let me get some of that.
Bottle. No, I respect the shot glass, though. By the way, guys, this is we are not sponsored by them, but if Wild Turkey did want to sponsor us, I would not be upset about it. Forgiven. Interesting story behind this bottle, man. So my fiance used to work in conjunction with Wild Turkey, and this bottle they were brewing this, right? I love the way you just stroke your beard.
Yeah, it's part of the, that's the good thing about having a beard is that you get to do that,
You do get to do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so somebody like made a mistake when concocting this. I guess you call it brew. I forget how you not fermenting, whatever the process is to create this sort of whiskey. They messed up when they did it, right? Like it wasn't done correctly. But when it came out even better than they expected it to be. So they named the bottle Forgiven. And it's not bad. Anybody who wants to try, I don't know how much it costs, but it's not bad at all. Are you a whiskey guy, or I seemingly?
I like whiskey. I like cognac. I like tequila. I mean, vodka is not my favorite thing, but I drink it when I need to.
So if you had to choose booze or bud for 1 year, which one would you choose? I feel like I know what your answer is going to be, but
I don't know why would I. The funny thing is that I don't think I would ever have to choose, and that even if it was a choice, I wouldn't lose either way that I went. But I'd probably go with the weed. But I feel like if I had to smoke the weed and drink the alcohol for a year straight, that would be fun too. Like for all of us to have those type of options in our futures.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I just I just took my girl. We went to Queens, did a little shopping. There's some good food shopping in Astoria. Plus, it was like one of her best friend's birthdays, so she just wanted to drop a gift off and say hi real quick. But we were over there, and dude, so I was on the Belt Parkway at 5 o'clock today's Tuesday. On Tuesday, there was no. I don't know. I'm sure you know what that's like. No traffic whatsoever. Like you could see a tumbleweed pass by on the parkway.
Yeah. It's been the smooth traveling if you need to go anywhere right now.
It's just crazy because, like, you know, if you look on Waze, like, you'll see, like, cops, like, at every single island or, like, whatever point they can sit at, like, in the app. And normally, when I drive and I see that activity on Waze, I kind of just, like, brush it off. I'm like, whatever, it's bullshit. Bro, the police department, the city is so desperate for revenue right now, there's literally a cop, like, once every few miles.
Dude, the cops are like having a ball. Every single time I see one pulling somebody over, and it sucks. You know, I thought about it. I seen somebody getting pulled over the other day, and I was just thinking, damn, to get pulled over in the pandemic, it's like the last thing that you want to do, you know? Like, you try to just breeze through the streets without dealing with the cops.
Yeah, but you know, I can't even breeze through the streets anymore, so to speak, because some people might say I have a little bit of a heavy foot. And by some people, I mean pretty much everybody that ever been in a car with me. and so, like, with these stupid cameras on the streets, the way there is these days, like, I feel like I have to, like, tap the gas and just, like, ride the brake the rest of the way. Like, I can't cruise anymore. It's so annoying to me because like, if you get too many tickets by these stupid lights, you get booted.
Not even that, but they'll like hit you up for like a whole like
so much money
bill.
in tickets.
What?
So much money in tickets. I paid like $500 1 month in tickets.
I was reading a book once, and it was telling you about a percentage that you have to allocate for the amount of money that you're going to spend on traffic tickets. It's like something that you need to like work into your financials to like make sure that you have it covered, because it's like almost inevitable. There's like an average amount of money that everybody spends like every single month.
That's so crazy. I mean,
not month, but like yearly, you know?
I could definitely see that. That's insane. My God. Yeah, you know, my fiance doesn't drive, but like, you know, we have the car. I'm pretty much her chauffeur when she does need to go somewhere. And then, so when I get these tickets, because she doesn't drive, she'll go to me like, something is wrong with you. You're getting too many of these tickets. I don't see what's, like, you know, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're getting, like, too many of these tickets or whatever. Like, she's like, I don't know what to do with you anymore. And she, like, says it to me, and I get it from her perspective. And I'm just like, you don't drive, so you don't understand how easy it is to fuck up and go over the speed limit. Especially if the speed limit is like 25 miles per hour on a fucking...
Yeah, they really like squeeze that out of you. It's like impossible to even drive as slow as they want you to drive.
You know, and like before, we all had to stay, like, you know, work from home or whatever, and like everybody in the city, literally, unless you absolutely have to, like, you have a job where like you don't work in an office, everybody's working from home. But before that, I was driving to work, and like, because I just got so sick and tired of the train, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it with the trains anymore, and like, it's honestly not even to shit on the MTA. Like, I understand the MTA system. I honestly, like, when you think about the MTA system, their system is crazy. It's the people. The people is what I have the problem with of the MTA. I just hated having to commute with the people. But like, just driving into work every day, I'm just like, oh my God. Can I do this in peace? Can I do this without having to worry about like going over like a speed limit by like 5 miles per hour? It's absurd. And that's my rant. That's my rant on that.
Listen, I can't blame you, dude. It's tough out there. They got a lot of people working.
They do. So, like, what do you find yourself consuming more food or toilet paper now that you're working from home?
Well, I suppose I mean, I'm at home, so I eat. Some days I'm pretty healthy though. You know what I'm saying? My only thing is I eat ice cream pretty much every night, so that kind of makes it unhealthy. But whatever, it is what it is. I eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fish and seafood.
You know, no one's ever gonna come out and be like, yeah, I eat like shit. I eat like pretty much ordering White Castle every night. Like I never had anybody on my podcast like that before. Anybody I've talked to is like, no, I try to eat pretty healthy. I'm just like, nobody. I'm not gonna get one person to admit to eating like shit in the pandemic.
I mean, listen, there's good days and bad days. I'm sure everybody's got them. Like when everybody went shopping, they were not shopping for health.
No, that's true. Yeah.
I see the people's shopping carts. They were absurd. Like
they be on that frozen section shit, bro.
Like, yeah, they'll be on everything.
I allow myself like one or two things from the frozen section. Like we get like shredded potatoes. I get some Hot Pockets every now and then, but my girl will give me shit for it. She'll just like if I put something that like I know is gross, like one of those Fridays appetizers that's like delicious but terrible for you, like the loaded potato skins or whatever.
Yo, I got these jalapeno poppers that are dope.
Oh, those are pretty good.
You know?
Like how spicy are they though?
They're not spicy enough. I think I add hot sauce to them.
What type of hot sauce though? Because my problem with adding hot sauce.
Yo, hold up. I'm gonna show you the hot sauce. I got a whole hot sauce inception in my house, but I'll show you one that I really love.
Who's still here in the chat with us? It's nothing that we're
this one here.
Which is that? It's not Frank's Red Hot, right? I can't see it.
No. So this is Heartbeat hot sauce.
Bro, I love that product packaging. That's dope.
So these are actually my friends. There's a couple bearded guys. They're in Canada, but in Chelsea Market, where I have my store, there's a Hedonist. It's a hot sauce spot downstairs, and they carry their product. They came in one time, like to bring them a batch, and they stopped by our shop. So like whatever, but it turns out their hot sauce is really dope. So.
So it doesn't taste too vinegary.
What?
My issue with hot sauce a lot of the time is it just tastes like you can just taste the vinegar.
No, so the thing is, you got to get one that has like a good taste and a good kick. You know, okay. And it doesn't, and like the aftertaste doesn't suck. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you eat a hot sauce and then after the burn, the flavor is not like what you want it to be. You need one that leaves you like with a positive taste, and you want one that's like a good consistency.
Consistency is a lot.
Yeah.
So, yo, tell me something. Where did you, your brand? So brand is a really big, like, so to circle back to business for a second, brand to me is a really, really big deal. I find good branding and marketing incredibly fascinating when you think about it, you know? Because it's like, because I sort of revert back to this example every time. I bring branding up because of your hat, right? You look so relaxed right now. It's the best way.
I'm very relaxed.
You look so relaxed. But anyway, who did your logo?
So,
if it's something that we'll have to circle back to, we can circle back to it when you're less relaxed.
Yeah, no. It was actually an image of my business partner Al. Shout out to him. That was redrawn by an artist, and that's how we came up with the logo. She drew pretty much based off of like an image, and that's what we got.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah. But it's great because a lot of people are like, oh shit, I know somebody that looks like that. Or they'll be like, are you wearing you on your hat? And that's like the kind of vibe when people get like the clothes.
Yeah.
They have like a hat that when it looks like them, it just flows really well, you know? So a lot of people will come in and they'll be like, oh shit, that looks like my dad, or that looks like my brother, or I need to buy this for my boyfriend or my husband.
To me, the hat, your hat, can you give us a close-up of the hat again? It looks like a nice cross between, like, it's like a badass rabbi almost.
A little bit, right? It does look like a badass rabbi. It's a bearded guy with a fedora, but it does look like a badass rabbi.
It looks like a badass rabbi, like a rabbi.
Some of the you know, the religious Jewish guys, they do get real excited when they see the logo, and I don't blame them, you know.
They identify.
So this is my trick. When I go to the airport, I always put on my
Your hat?
My hat, not that I put on like a black fedora, and they just think I'm a rabbi.
Do they let you through?
No, actually, when I wear one of these hats, the last time a guy was like, "Oh shit, is that you on your hat?" And he was like, "Way through," like
Yeah, I'm not
TSA,
narcissistic. It's me and my hat.
TSA, I could say treats me pretty good so far, at least.
Yeah.
When I travel, because I know a lot of people want to like trim or shave their beard. When they're traveling, they're like, "Oh, I was coming to New York from like here or there, to whether it be another state or another country." And people feel like they automatically need to like shave their beard or trim it because they're going on a trip. You know what I'm saying? And they always associate like a negative thing with going through the airport with a beard.
So, by the way, I don't know if you could see the chat. Your boy John Cava said he has had the honor of freestyling with T. I'm assuming he means that's you.
That's me.
Yo, let's hear some freestyle, bro. What's up?
You want me to freestyle? I'm surprised you even caught that.
You got flow to spit right now. Let's go. I love a good freestyle. Let's spit some flow, bro.
Hit the flow. Damn, I'm gonna like need to.
Do I need to give you a beat? I can't give you a beat. I don't have rhythm like that.
No. I mean, I maybe I'll play one off my phone.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. Yeah. Sometimes I surprise my girl with like really, really quick rhymes, and I think I have flow, but really I just sound terrible. I feel cool, so I do it.
Damn, I'm like lit, but I'll try to bust some rhymes out for you.
Come on, let's hear it. I've got faith. Your boy John, he wants to hear.
Yeah, he's still tuned in. I'm gonna spit some bars. I'm just trying to find like a good beat.
I've done this before on other podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm empathetic to this. I'm empathetic to this pandemic. I want to hear your flow. I want to hear that it's kinetic. That's what I have for you so far.
Oh, I'm like wondering why I don't hear anything coming out.
Oh, the Bluetooth is still connected.
Like the headphones on. So let me turn these off. Damn, still on.
Yo, we here with the real bearded man. He's got the master plan. His flow is gonna be so hot, he's gonna make you shit your pants before you get to the can.
Hey, yo, you know what the plan? Gotta go hard to the damn flow. It's so hard with bars. I've been growing my beard since running through backyards. I'm doing it off the top really heavy, like I'm smoking. I don't know what happened, but I don't need to get provoked. I thin the air with the cubes, harder than the ice. I'm the one that's on here giving you advice, taking over your life. Did it with a knife. People looking trite. Knowing my flow is nice. Rapping on the igloo, chilling in the dome. I'll tell people when they gotta go home. Mind is blown, exploded. I've reloaded. I got the shotty. I got a body. People want to fuck with me, but I'm spitting hotly. Flames coming out my mouth. People want to live my life, see me on the screen. I'm going through. You mean I'm living like a dream, the one that you were dreaming of. American cream. That's the money machine. I got Wu-Tang rolling papers. I'm smoking vapors with Darth Vader.
What? Yeah, that's not bad, bro. You do have bars. Your boy John is right. You got some flow, bro.
I wouldn't steer you wrong.
Your slow flow is incredible, much like Tony Montana, but I don't see no yayo. But I don't want to see no yayo. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't.
No.
None of that.
No, man.
None of that. Now, I had something in my head.
I usually just like freestyle everything. I can't. I start to think of like a few things and then I just.
I could get like fucking crazy with you.
But yeah, my boy John, me and him always spit bars for a while, yeah. We have like hidden records of like so much content when it comes to hip hop. It's nice.
Yo, I stay creating. I follow these guys with beards like I'm tailgating. I don't stop to waste time. Fuck that. Burn your life away. I'm masturbating. Now stop debating.
Stop the hating.
Stop the hating on the beards. Turn around, look at your rear. Everybody's got the same type of ass. You dig here? Man, I'm terrible at this shit. It's not easy to fucking freestyle.
You like flowing and going and growing and showing people that you could be flowing. You know what I'm saying?
It works better for you. You just have this like whole like cool guy beard look to you. But no, sometimes
you know what it is. It's because I went on tour last year.
Did you really?
Like a beard tour.
Oh, what kind of tour are we talking about?
Yeah. Me and Jay, we cruised like all over the world and went to, well, not world, but just the U.S. We went to a bunch of like tattoo conventions, sold products. So it was cool. I went to like a lot of different cities.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, when you do that, it puts you in like that, like mentality of like somebody who just travels, like, you know, when you go on a tour. So you do.
Yeah, I get it.
Artists do. Just like.
But so yo, check it, man. We've been at this for a little while. I'm gonna wrap it up in a few minutes. Is there any plugs you want to give? Anybody you want to shout out to? Let's start with you.
I want to shout out everybody that tuned in. I want to shout out my whole Real Bearded Men family, my business partner Al, Jay, who's in charge of all our operations, and everybody in the RBM team, and you know, a lot of the employees that worked at our shop. I want to shout out everybody out there, you know, who's having a difficult time. You know, it's rough for everyone. So hopefully everyone will get through it and they'll be all right. You know.
How do people get in touch with you if they need some education on their beard, or if they have any like business questions for you, man?
You can reach me on our company Instagram at Real Bearded Men, or you can join our group, which is the Real Bearded Men on Facebook. There you'll see us posting. You can chat with us there, or you could message me on my Instagram, Real Bearded Tima. Yeah, and those would probably be the best ways to reach me or to reach the business. You could contact us through our Facebook page as well. There's contact like directly there. Even if you go to our website, actually, there's like a contact form right there. So we're not hard to find. Find us on like all social media platforms, pretty much.
You guys have your own YouTube channel. You have one video.
Yeah. So we do have a Real Bearded Men YouTube channel. You should check it out. Most of our videos are currently not beard related, but we're going to come out with some more beard related content. But if you check out the how to play CeeLo, you'll notice that we have two of the like top videos for that. So we've been teaching people how to play CeeLo, and then we have one of the most popular videos on how to clean a fish tank, an aquarium. So if you look that up, you'll see it. With shorter beards, by the way. Me and Al just like doing some funny YouTube shit.
But yo, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna end this session, but stay on here. I just want to run through some things with you. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Anybody who needs to get in contact, realbeardedmen.com, Facebook, Real Bearded Men, Tima Group. Thanks so much for coming out and talking to us and telling us how you're growing your business, how you guys are sustaining in these pandemic times, because it's really tough for a lot of people, as you said. Of course, Tima will absolutely be there to guide you through the way. If you have any questions on beard stuff, or if you have any questions for how you might be able to follow his lead and do things successfully in the business world. You guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Night.
Just chill.